Hello, everybody, and welcome to Akuban Nights. How are you all doing today?
Oh God,
Neal, don't do this to me.
So Sammy, tell us about the flowers that.
Well,
yes.
I got flowers gifted to me just by my mom.
Oh my God!
Oh.
So
Holy
nice, aren't
shit!
they? I was just
That
like,
must have been expensive.
she works at a florist.
Well, still,
So
holy shit! They're pretty.
stay there, stay. So
Oh,
that just happened.
well, that's very
Did your mom
sweet.
think Did your mom think it's International Men's Day?
Or she might think I'm a woman. I'm not sure.
Oh, she thought you just like flowers. How about that one?
You know,
Maybe she's just being
Look at that
nice. Yeah.
Particularly helpful around the house.
it's a family little day right now.
Yeah.
Aw.
Some people just love their families. I know it's a weird thing, but some people just have good. Yeah. Anyway, how has everyone?
Are you doing a
week
cute
or
story
month
there,
been?
Neal? You're just trying to like insult other people's families.
I'm just projecting my own insecurities onto the rest of you to try and cover up my pain at not getting flowers ever.
So
Maybe you should put that on your to-order list next to the food.
yeah, right now we
Buy Neal some flowers. Here you
Treat
go.
stream with
but we can
flowers.
send him something just a little bit less better.
Less
good.
better than flowers?
If it's a reasonable price, we need to talk so that everyone orders him flowers, so that the whole room is full of
Sure,
flowers.
guys, you could feed the DM.
Oh, the bribes won't work. Anyway.
Bribes always work.
How has everyone's week been? Let's start with Fuzzy. You just flew in, and boy, are your arms tired.
Literally, I just got in the door from Ireland because I've been in Cork for the day, whatever.
Ah.
Because Logitech asked me to go in and sort of stream with the team at the Cork site for International Women's Day. So we were raising money for Charity Water, which is a pretty cool charity that sort of like helps women in developing countries like haul less water and do more schoolwork.
That's
Basically.
fantastic.
Pretty goddamn cool, yeah.
Great. And how was the event?
Yeah, it was really good. Everybody was absolutely lovely. I met so many cool people. Like the Logitech. I want to just spend a day in the Logitech site in Cork, just pissing about with all their VR stuff, and they've just got so many cool toys, and everybody's lovely, and I really enjoyed it. I want to go back.
Well, I'm sorry you're stuck here with us instead. Yeah. What about you, Sammy, Mr. Flowers over there?
Yeah.
I'm having all right. I've been doing a lot of driving, or well, not a lot, but I've taken up to driving finally. Even though I got my provisional at 17. 8 years later, I think it's time to actually start
Get behind
driving
the
a car.
wheel. Very nice.
And it is really fun. I am really enjoying it. First, I was like nervous about having a big, massive object and crashing into things, but now it's just like, this is really enjoyable.
Yeah. Driving's great. Wonderful.
2 more weeks and you'll start swearing at people. That'd be amazing.
Maybe. I haven't
Get the
been stuck
fuck out of my
behind
lane!
rush hour traffic yet. But Neal, apparently there's a Sammy behind me in the green screen. Sneaking up on me on the overlay.
I removed the Sammy from one green screen, but not the other. I'm sorry. Let me get rid of the other Sammy. There we
Curse
go.
of Sammys. Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo.
There we go. Now they're gone.
Yeah.
Good catch.
It was actually Scarlet, I believe.
Did we have a tweet, by the way?
I sent out a tweet, but I did not tag anyone in it because I am a terrible person.
Okay, no, I was just checking.
I'm glad you noticed.
It exists. I
That you're
will.
a terrible person.
Yeah.
I'm just
also,
gonna.
the wheels are going to come off about halfway through the show. I warn you now. I can feel the tiredness clawing at my brain.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll make do somehow. And Mr. Badarios, Mr. Sven, how's life for you? Aside being really quiet.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. My week was okay. A lot of work about my project for schooling, but other than that, I'm just doing basically nothing. Watching some TV series, enjoying all the Orville, and yeah, that's it.
What are you
Nothing
watching?
special. The Orville. I'm I'm a fan of the show. It's great. It's a good fantasy show. I like it more than Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, wonderful. And last but not least, Faye, how are the rocks?
The rocks are great. Fantastic. I love rocks. They're the best thing in my life right now. No, I'm I'm pretty sick, as you can tell. I drank 25 cups of chamomile tea in the last 3 days to be able to make it. So pretty excited for the day. Ready to not die and kick some ass.
Excellent. So we're going to start off where we left the party 2 weeks ago. Sammy is not here. So just sit back and enjoy for now. The rest of the party is in a bit of a sticky situation. Bud has pulled one of these riders off of their horse. I think their horse sort of kept going a little bit. Your wagon is still sort of on the move, even though Fernando has been knocked off of it. And the other knights have begun to turn around and come right back at you. So let's get our music, our battle music. Let's also make sure it's not too loud. That is just about perfect. And let's open our initiative tables. Let's get Sammy out of here. And let's do this. Let's roll for initiative. Let's make this happen. And their initiatives are all going to be 5. Alrighty.
Is this Fernando character by any chance a fighter?
He is an unconscious, handsome older man with just so much wisdom in his eyes and so much experience. He's seen everything and done everything, and yet he still enjoys poetry and, philosophy.
Just asking if I could take over him, but I guess no.
Oh, he's unconscious under the wagon, dying. Maya, you're still conscious, right? Yeah. I think we just left you under the wagon near Fernando. So let's just switch these. There we go. Budarios, you are going to be the first to act. You have one knight beaten to not quite unconsciousness, but definitely I'm surrendering because I'm at 2 HP and I'm being beaten by a large man.
Well, seeing that they are turning around, I will scream with out of my lungs to Sarah, excuse me. Shield wall! Build a shield wall! We need cover! And then I'm turning to the knight and I'm gonna say, I can't deal with you now. I'm going to attack him.
All right, you can get +4 because he's prone on the ground.
Holy shit, poor knight.
She or someone, it is prone
20?
on the ground. Yeah, you punch it in the face.
It's an 8. Well, I'm gonna kick him in the head.
Holy shit!
For max damage, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. The knight's head snaps back at a uncomfortable angle, and it just sits there listlessly.
As there is no one else in range, I'm going to move under the cart on the side where Sarah is.
All right. So you are under the wagon.
Yes.
All right.
Behind Sarah, kind of, waiting for her to establish the shield wall.
Okay. The next knight is going to come by and make a swipe attack against Sarah as it rides by this side of the wagon with its saber. So, where are my complicated horseback riding rules? Ryan and I talked horseback riding rules and got some things pretty excited in here. Horses moving, horses charging. All right, you guys ready for the DM to dump some new horseback riding rules on you that favor horseback riders in this situation?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because these
Ryan,
rules.
you traitor.
All right, the horse will come by, and we will be making a roll to hit at a total of +6.
Oh, yo.
Oh, natural 1. The saber goes high, right above Sarah's head, sort of like not even hitting you. He must have thought you were a taller man and completely fucked up. And the horse continues to ride past, not provoking attacks of opportunity because that is part of the new horse movement rules. Yay! The joy of cavalry is mobility. The next rider is going to come over here and slow down their horse and take a look at their buddy, and then say in a very clear Akuban accent, he's dead! And then ride off to turn around and get ready for the next wave.
How could I kill him?
I mean, he was at 2, you did 9, technically he's at -7, but I feel like when you kick someone's head for max damage when they're lying on the ground, like, sometimes the rules need to be bent. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't
Yeah.
wanna kill it. Okay.
This one will... Let's see. I think the angle is too steep to come here and make a meaningful attack, so it's going to ride towards the front and give like a nice turnaround on this side so it can properly swoop by you. And it becomes Sarah's turn.
Well, okay. If I made a 10-foot shield wall, I can't, like, this is up to scale, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna cover this side then.
Okay. Now, one thing that we should consider is that while Fernando may have fallen off the wagon has not stopped moving. I know Bud and Fernando are currently under it, but the wagon will keep going at like a slow camel pace now that they're not being driven, but they're not just gonna freeze. They're slowly
And
marching
Maya's
forward.
off the wagon, right?
You are the only person on the
Under
wagon.
the wagon.
Maya, Bud, and Fernando are all tucked under the wagon that is slowly revealing them.
Well, I could just stop the wagon if I wanted to, right?
Sure, you could grab the reins and stop the wagon. That's a legit thing.
Okay, is that an entire action?
Probably. Do you have an animal handling proficiency?
I don't think so. I only have riding. I don't think that counts for...
No. Yeah, I think that would
carts.
probably be an action to stop the wagon, and then you would still have your movement left over.
Ugh. Well, it doesn't help if I get off the wagon and build a shield wall, so... What if I... Okay, can I loosen one of the horses, Neal? Is that an entire action?
You could cut... If you want to do it quickly, you could cut the straps that connect the camel to the wagon. Yeah?
Right. I'm gonna set one camel loose.
All right.
And can I jump on that camel?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
No check required because you have a camel riding proficiency.
Exactly. And then, does the camel still have movement, or is it out of movement?
No, you can go ahead and make your movement on the camel.
Okay, I'm gonna... So a charge is an action, but I could still just normally ride to this guy, I take it.
Yes. I'm going to give you control of camel here.
Okay, I'm gonna take camel. I can't... Let me know when.
Yeah, let me change some settings. Okay, you can now control camel.
Okay. Right. And then I guess since I can't charge him, I would still engage in, like, run over here.
Okay.
Ooh, is this a combined thing now, or I'm
No,
confused?
you have to do them both together.
Okay.
And let's make camel a little bit bigger.
Camel Sarah. Very nice, Neal. Very nice.
Alrighty. The next knight is gonna come over here and take a swipe at you as he gets his opportunity to do so with a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Alright, clattering against your chainmail. Maya's turn rolls around. You're under the wagon, which is slowly revealing you. Bud is by your side, one arm protectively around Fernando.
Does Fernando have any daggers on him?
He has a knife at his side that he uses to cut apples and cheese.
So no.
Could you take a look at the knight? He might have a dagger, like longsword, spear, dagger, something like that.
The dead knight definitely has a dagger and a saber.
Right. What I'm probably going to do then is grab the knight's dagger off him and apply some poison to it.
Ooh.
Probably one of my nastier ones because, you know, shit just got serious.
Okay.
Right. Oh, cool. Hang on. Do I have a link to the poisons?
I will link you poisons in Twitch chat.
Thank you. Sorry, my brain is.
It's okay.
Does injection include stabbing people with it?
It does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that is the primary method of injection.
Mm-hmm. Stabbity stab stab. Alright, so probably giant scorpion venom.
Oh yeah.
Or let's have a look at the neurotoxins.
I do love me some scorpion poisons.
Yeah, although, okay, so thistle leaf looks like it might be because that's like onset 1 minute.
Yeah, so thistle leaf is going to have the fastest acting.
Mm-hmm.
You get it on someone and immediately they're just like scratching at everything, and their irritation will give them combat penalties of 2. So if you can get some thistle leaf applied to a person, they will be significantly less effective. About 10%.
Ooh. Ooh, on the other hand, we've got curare as well.
We do. Somewhere in here, if I can find it.
Next to the thistle. Well, it's one down from the thistle leaf.
Ah, yes.
And that is a paralytic, right?
It's a neurotoxin. It will incapacitate, debilitate, or irritate a person. But it does have an onset of 5 minutes, which is 5 rounds.
I'm gonna go with the thistle leaf because I need something fairly quick acting, I think.
Okay,
So.
that is a contact. So it's a. So you just got to get it on someone's skin. So if you can inject it on them, or feed it to them, or just like smear it on their face, you're good.
What I'll probably do then is. Are there any like pebbles around?
Oh yeah.
Right. What I'll probably do then is get a bunch of pebbles and coat them with it and try and fling them at unprotected parts of guards. And also
right.
stick it on the dagger, because, you know.
Okay, so you have like your little bag of thistle leaf stuff, and you toss some rocks in there and shake it up. And do you have gloves or something to prevent yourself from touching it?
What I'll probably do is wrap a piece of scarf around it and
There you go. All right. Cool. So you can grab your rocks, put them in the bag, get your scarf or a sleeve, and pick them up. And who do you want to toss your first thistle leaf rock at?
let me see.
A lot of these fuckers.
Yeah. Probably whoever's closest. So
like one of these guys over here. This one.
Yeah.
This little bastard.
This guy. Yes.
That fucker. All right. Go ahead and give me a missile attack roll.
Missile attack roll.
Yeah, at -2 because of the range. Unless you want to wait for him to get closer.
I will probably wait until he gets closer.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
We'll call it a readied action then.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. This knight over here is going to ride past Sarah and over this way, giving a swinging attack at her. Ooh, with a 22 to hit. Sarah.
Yes,
That's a
that's
normal
it.
hit, right?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a normal hit.
All right. Sarah will take 6, 7, 8 damage as the saber gets right through some weakened chain links that really needs some repairs and cuts you deeply under the armpit. The knight continues riding past over here, but then comes into range of Maya and her Thistle Leaf Rock. Give me a missile roll to hit, Maya.
All right, where is the missile roll to hit?
It is. I will give you a rock to throw.
Okay.
Boom. There's now a rock button.
All right, let's see how we do with that.
Rock. It's broken. That you rolled an 18. I don't know why it's broken, but because maybe I didn't fill out all the fields. I don't know. I clearly haven't fixed this. This is problematic. But 18 will hit their AC.
Sweet.
The AC is 17. Very close. Roll me 1d3 for damage, and I will give him a saving throw to see if the Thistle Leaf is gonna fuck with him. All right.
Take that.
Subtract 3. He rolls a 2 plus his con is a failure. This guy is thistled. This is a Thistle Leaf thing, I suppose. All right. And that will bring us to the end of this combat round. Our wagon will move forward some amount of distance. This horse probably keeps going because the rider was knocked off and he's walking away. And we will roll initiative for the next round.
Cool.
You get a 5. You get a 5. You get a 5. You get a 5. And you get a 5. Now, I think it's worth noting that over here, between Sarah and that knight, the two of you, I think, have come to a stop, and you are standing or sitting on your mounts, battling back at each other, while the knights on this side are all moving around quickly. And we will sort by ascending. Oh my god, the knights rolled really fucking well. Way better than the whole party.
Cool.
The first one against Sarah just sits on his horse, leans over heavily with one side, and brings his saber down onto you. With a 13 to hit, it hits your shield, glancing to the side, sending a shower of sparks onto your face. This knight over here gets himself turned around and is going to ride past and make a swipe at Bud. With a roll to hit of 9 plus, what do we say, 3 and 3 is 6, 9 and 6 is 14. Bud is also on the ground, but considering the knight is on his horse, I think the bonuses to hit you for you being prone are canceled by any penalties he might have to get because you're so much lower to the ground than he is. So we're gonna call that a wash. So 9 and 6 is 15 to hit you, Bud.
Nope.
All
It's a
right.
17.
And then he continues his movement back this way and gets himself wheeled about for the next round. The next knight is gonna come by this direction. Does he go after Bud or Maya? You know what? Maya looks like an innocent person. She hasn't started any battles. She's just this lovely woman dressed in reds and silks with jewelry. She's not a threat to anyone. She just threw a rock. The real threat is that big armored guy. So he completely ignores Maya and rides past Bud with a 17 to hit. 11 and 6 is 17. Which will hit you for saber damage plus 2. 6 points of damage. And keeps riding in this direction. The next knight swerves around the horses and comes back across towards Bud with an 18 and 6 is going to be a critical hit. He comes up on the backside of Bud, brings his saber along, which like runs across your back, not doing much against your chainmail there, but then clips the back of your head, giving you a nasty head wound on the backside and probably a lasting scar through your scalp. For 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 2 is 7. a significant wound, but not a deadly one. And our last rider, this is the thistle-leafed one. Let's give him an intelligence check to see if he realizes what's going on. He definitely passes it. He wheels about. He has no complaints attacking Maya, who just threw a rock at him. So he will make a ride by at the not-so-innocent woman on the ground with a 7 to hit, which is no good. Leaving us with Sarah.
Right. Can I just ask Neal the rules for OAs? Is that only like a flyby thing, as in if you ride by you don't provoke an OA? But if you if I was riding away from this guy, I would provoke an OA. That's correct, right?
Correct, yeah. So if you're moving quickly, you don't provoke OAs from horseback.
Right. Okay. They all have sabers?
They all have sabers. I know that models have lances, but like...
Yeah, I'm just asking to be sure. Okay, I'm gonna shield punch the guy next to me.
Give me a roll to hit.
So
are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Perfect. So your shield is already on the side facing him. So no penalties to hit with your shield.
Technically, that would be the left side, right? The way my camel is facing.
Yeah. Right? Because your shield's in your left hand, so you can just try and...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's true. I wouldn't change that because that would be my shield hand. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so how does a shield punch work? Does it work exactly as in the 2E handbook?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't get attack, but it says you get no attack bonus from the shield. Does that mean it doesn't get any to hit from me?
Let me review. Shield punch. Any character equipped with a shield can choose to forego its protection and gain an extra attack known as a shield punch. The shield punch is treated as a normal secondary weapon. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. The character trying a shield punch must announce blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. You just make an attack roll. Yeah.
Okay, just a normal melee attack.
Everyday, regular melee attack roll.
Okay, so I got, I think I'm at +2 now. 19.
You absolutely hit the knight. Wonderful.
And damage is what?
I have to look at page 51. Please hold.
I'm holding the phone. I'm also noting this down, so I will never have to ask again.
The damage of your shield is D4? Do you have a medium shield? An Aspa shield, so yeah, D4. Plus any strength modifiers.
Oof. Oh, then it's a 5.
You hit him for 5. Wonderful. And is that your primary attack for the round, or are you also attacking with your saber? Your whatever.
I don't have a weapon, Neal. We don't have weapons.
You don't have weapons. Oh, that's great. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you know.
Okay. Now he is on horseback and has been hit. He is probably a trained horseback rider, so I don't think he needs to make a check to stay on horseback. He knows his shit. Budarios, it's your turn. You are prone.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. And move between the horses and the wagon.
All right.
And I'm not gonna lay prone. I'm just gonna go down, and if the wagon starts to roll, I'm gonna grab the wagon and hang on to it.
Bud takes cover.
Be in the open again.
Bud takes cover in and amongst the wagons.
Yes, if a rider rides by, at my location, I want to jump the rider and tackle him and hit him.
Excellent.
But other than that, I'm staying low.
All right, you've got a readied action to leap on the rider that comes to you. Maya, it's your turn. Love it. You're out in the open. Fernando's dying body is beside you.
All right, okay. How's the guard? All right, which is the guard that I just? It's this guy over here, isn't it?
That fucker.
Okay. So this guy's just ridden past me, right? Is he going particularly fast?
Quite fast.
Okay, so I probably can't catch up with him.
No, they're all sprinting and bolting and moving quickly.
What about the horse that's over here?
It has come to a stop.
Could I catch up with it? in one
Absolutely.
way? Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dash over to the horse and try and mount it.
You have successfully mounted the horse.
Woo! Can I do an action at the same time?
Sure.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna throw a stone at the dude attacking Sarah.
This
Over
dude?
here.
All right. How much movement have you already used? 70 feet. And we can do 120 feet in a round. So you can steer. Yeah, you can make your attack, but it's going to be at a penalty of 2 to hit for the range, and I don't think you have enough movement to get closer.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Natural 20. I will fix the
Nice.
command later. So you, even at -2, it's a 22, and he has 17 AC. So you critical him. Roll me 2d3, and I will give him a con check, which he fails as well. This
Cool.
is wonderful. Wow.
don't mess with Maya, whatever. So she's just like, oi, bang.
You could say Maya rocks. Let's roll initiative. I know. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
all right.
really not
Apparently
sorry.
Today is cheesy puns day, so you know. Hey. Ooh. And also fairly good initiative as well.
Movement
Ascending.
is a 3, Neal? Is that correct? Or is it a
Movement
5?
is 3. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Why is this a
why did you roll a
saving throw?
saving throw?
Why the
You
fuck is this a
You
saving
clicked the
throw?
wrong button. You clicked saving
God
throw.
damn it, woman! Get your shit together.
Try
There
it
we go.
again. Okay, there you go.
Not much better, but still.
All right, our first night goes. This one
Uh-oh.
is going to. Oh,
Okay, everybody's thing dipped out then. I think not just.
We are cutting out.
We'll just have to keep going forward. Twitch is lagging. The internet is dying everywhere. We will
The
proceed.
apocalypse is near.
Yep. This rider is coming up alongside you, Badarius, to try and hack at you in your section, but you have a readied attack. So give me a leap onto the knight.
Do you want an attack roll for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's a 24.
Oh, you hit. Give me an opposed strength check.
Okay.
He does not fare well. You fare much
35.
better. You knock the rider off of the horse. Why don't you roll me 1d6 for the damage? I know it's not quite 10 feet, but I think with a Budarios on top of you, we'll call it falling damage. All right.
2 points.
You hit him for 2.
Bud's friend.
He is no longer mounted, but I'm going to leave his token as having a horse, just for simplicity's
That's
sake.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my second attack to attack him again.
Okay.
Is he on the ground or is he standing?
He is
That's
prone
important.
on the ground underneath you. I think you're like sitting on his chest.
Well, that's a 2 for a 14. I guess that's not a hit.
14 is not a hit, but if he's prone and you're on top of him, you should have +4 to hit on top of that.
I already included that.
Oh, okay, wonderful then. You punch him in the face in his helmet, I guess. He's got one of them like
Yeah.
French pointy helmets with the cheek guards and everything, and I think that's where the fist goes.
Being prone, does he have a weapon ready?
It's in his hand. It's a saber.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay where I am. I guess I'm here, kind of, when he's down.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. The next night turns around, surveys the battlefield. Things are not looking as good for him as he thought they would be. Darius is beating the shit out of one of his friends. Maya has stolen a horse and is throwing rocks at people. Sarah is trying to hit someone with her shield. That makes her look really vulnerable. Because she's Do you have a shield proficiency, Sarah?
Oh yeah.
All right, so you can still get your
I'm
combat.
the most proficient person who ever just picked up a shield and tried to punch somebody with it.
All right. So this knight is just going to do a ride by on your side like this, and then kind of do that. So he will make an attack roll against you. 9 and 6 is 15. It just, again, clatters against your shield and armor, doing absolutely nothing. Budarios' actual turn rolls around.
Yoo-hoo! Let's attack this bad boy. 30 to hit.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
You
guess that's a
double
critical?
crit. Yep. Roll me twice damage. 3 times
Yeah.
damage. Double crit. 3 times damage.
So I kind of pick him up and do a takedown and throw him on the ground again.
Oh god. Pick the knight up
7.
and slam him to the ground. The body shakes and shivers with the blunt impact.
That's 2d4 more damage, right?
Yes. Oh
so
my
13
god.
points of damage in total with the first attack. Second attack.
Man, somebody's not getting a good
It's the 16 to hit. Not
It
12,
is not gonna do it. 17 AC. So the crotch kick gets caught up in the what they're wearing breastplates with leather armor. So I guess it's maybe like the crotch kick goes wide and just misses it all together.
Oh, you're wearing crotch protection. Good idea.
They're all wearing extra cod pieces. They've learned. They've heard about what happens. This knight over here, this is the thistle-leafed one. It will... it's going to just engage with Maya instead of doing these ride-bys because he realizes Maya's just throwing rocks. And if he sits next to you and you run away, it can get an opportunity attack. So the knight rides up and just slashes at you with a 3, and he's not charging on his horse, so just 3 and 3 is 6. It goes nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Sarah's turn.
Okay. So Maya has 2 people on her now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is no bueno. Oh shit. Well, for now I'm just gonna shield pal the guy again who's next to me, I guess. Or try
Gonna
to.
punch him in the face with my large piece of metal again.
Oh, that's a miss though.
It most certainly is.
Okay. And since that's a miss, Neal, is it possible for me to eat an OA
Yeah?
and ride around here to get kind of like in this position to block at least like one side from this rider there?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to do that.
All right. The adjacent knight makes an attack against you. Natural 20, but he does have a -2 on his attack roll from the thistle leaf because he is irritated by the scratching at his face. So 20 plus 3 minus 2 is a 21. Is not a crit on you.
No.
It is just a hit for a measly 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Ain't nothing. Maya, your sister has come to back you up. There are 2 mean men nearby. Well, actually, one of them's probably a woman. I don't know. I haven't rolled for their sex yet.
Right. I would like to lob a dagger at the one already thistle-leafed.
Yeah. Do you want to throw it or stab it?
Probably stab.
Okay.
Because, yeah. So that's stabby stab. It's the same as the stiletto, right?
Yeah.
Right, cool. And fail.
Yes. Ah, good. I think I've fixed your macros now.
Oh,
I made a mistake in my programming. They should have always had a 0 there. Perfect. So the 7, 8 is a miss. Does not hit the heavily armed person of some gender. And next comes...
Well,
Yeah,
I've still got. Can I still move?
Oh, totally. Lots of movement,
What
yeah.
I'd like to do is, before the person has a chance to swipe at me, I would like to kind of like duck down behind the horse, away from them.
Do you have a horseback riding proficiency?
I do not, but I'm fairly nimble.
Okay, so that means I'm going to ask you to make me a dexterity. No one ever does, and here you are doing without it. It's amazing. La 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 la. Some are automatic. Okay, the character can drop down and hang alongside the steed using it as a shield.
Right?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think my internet is dying on me.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Neil just went Jacob's
I
ladder.
think Neal said you can do that, no problem, no check required. He looked it up and you can just jump in.
Hold on. Let me read the passage to you.
I'm getting another OA in a second, guys. Hold on.
The character can drop down and hang alongside the steed, using it as a shield against attack. The character cannot make an attack or wear armor while performing this feat. The character's armor class is lowered by 6, which means raised by 6 in our language. While performing this maneuver, any attacks that would have struck the character's AC are considered to have struck the horse instead. So give me a...
You have rewritten the rules in your
Probably.
proficiency guide.
Oh god, what do I say in there?
I think it's, well, I don't know.
Sounds about right. No? Let's see. Writing? What's it called? Writing, land-based. Character can drop down and hang alongside. No proficiency check is required. But that is for a proficient character. Since you are not a proficient character, I want you to make me an unproficient horseback riding check, which is going to be d20 plus half your dex, because I like things complicated, plus
God,
3.
what's that, 16?
Nah, your dex is 18, so 9 and 3
sorry.
is 12.
Okay,
1d20
so-
plus 12.
Okay.
Perfect. You dangle on the backside of your horse. Any attack against you that misses you will hit the horse. Fantastic. This next Thistle Leaf Knight is going to go and try and help out their buddy, even though Sarah just disengaged. So he does a ride by past Bud and takes a swipe at you with a 17, and a few is a hit.
Can he really ride by if this other dude is still? Oh, he's off his horse, isn't he? He's lying or
Right,
something on
right,
the floor.
right.
Okay, never mind.
Getting
For 1 and 2 is 3 damage to Bud. And our last knight is surveying the battlefield, looking around, and is going to do a ride by on Sarah. Just a sweeping pass attack. Ooh, natural 2. Nowhere near anything. Next round, the cart moves forward, and we reroll initiative. Let's reroll initiative. How's it going, Sammy?
Fine.
What are you studying while all of this is going on?
Summoning equipment.
It's very fascinating.
Yeah.
Like weapons sounds pretty useful if you ask me.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The first knight is the one underneath Budarios, who has been, like, lifted up and shoulder thrown and dropped back down and pummeled left and right and kicked in the crotch. The knight, like, drops their saber and just, like, raises their hands to protect their bloodied face and just takes a total defense against you, Budarios. The knight on Sarah had come to a stop here, I guess, and so is just hacking at you. I know they said they were going to do a ride by, I believe. Yeah. And I just forgot to move their token. So he turns back, does the second ride by, passing by Sarah, and continuing on down with a natural 2. Doesn't matter what the modifiers are, that's never going to hit. Leaving us with Budarios. The man before you is not quite surrendered, but definitely, like, not in the face, not in the face.
27 to hit.
Yes, you hit him. You critical him.
That's a 15. And as he's I'm gonna kick him in the stomach for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, plus an extra D4 because it's a crit.
Oh, right. I want to declare that I don't want to kill him.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
just so you know.
All right. Well, you
Not
still bring him
interested in
to
killing
-8. So
That's fine.
the stomach kick like breaks a few ribs and leaves him breathless and unconscious on the ground.
That's fine.
Okay.
What weapons does he have? A saber
A saber,
and a dagger?
a dagger.
Okay, I think it's that time. So, I'm going to move, and because I have 1 attack left, and I'm on 5 hit points, guys, but
But 17 AC.
sometimes I guess. Okay, so I'm going to move in to the other guy who was riding by, and while he's riding away, and I guess he has his back turned to me, I'm gonna try to punch him into his back.
All right, so the knight has like ridden past you, is turning around fairly close as you beat the shit out of this guy and run over to them as they're like steering the horse around, and you. Ooh.
Miss.
The horse is just moving too quickly. You go to get a grip on him, and it's too fast. It's too fast. Avoided. That's very
Is he out of
same.
melee range?
Probably not.
As you said.
Like, yeah, because he's doing a U-turn, so
Okay.
you make a reach and miss. The knight's turn comes along. He surveys the battlefield, thinks he can still win this one, and will make a swipe at Budarios with a 15 to hit, 16 to hit.
Nope.
16. Nope. Completely misses and then begins to ride off, which will provoke an attack of opportunity if you can take them from movement.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a 16. Nope.
no good. The knight has moved on this way. Sarah.
Oh wait. But if he's making a ride by attack, he's turning his back to me, right? Shouldn't I get a bonus of +1 or something like that? Does the shield count? I'm just
Yes, you do get a
pulling
bonus
that
of
right out
+1 to. You get a +2 to hit from a back attack.
now. Oh, so it's an
So
18. Does
that's
that
an
hit?
18. Yes, that hits. You clever lawyer, you.
Sometimes I don't like it, but sometimes I guess. As he's riding by, I'm trying to hit him with an elbow punch in the back for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, the rider is at 1 HP. And you know what? He doesn't head towards the pack. He heads this way. He just fucks off in a different direction, leaving the battle altogether. He's not engaging at 1 HP point. I'm sorry. Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay. Shield punch, I guess. Can I reach him from here? So here's the thing: is there any more advantageous position for me, or do I get the same? Like, can I flank him because Maya's on the other side, or can I get to his back? Or is that all?
If
What
you
is